In the heart of ancient Nigeria, in the sacred city of Ife, lived a belief more powerful than any king or warrior. It was the legend of the Masks of Ife, 12 bronze masks, each said to be cast from the very face of a god. But these were no ordinary artifacts. They held a terrifying and wondrous power to reveal the destiny of any who dared to wear them. For centuries, the masks were used in a secret ritual, a rite of passage for the chosen few, to guide the fate of the Yoruba people. Then one day they vanished, stolen, lost, or hidden by the gods themselves no one knew. The secret of destiny was silenced, and the masks faded into the realm of myth, a whispered tale told to wide-eyed children. Fast forward to modern-day Lagos, a sprawling metropolis of concrete and chaos, a world away from ancient rituals. Here we meet Kemi, a brilliant but skeptical museum curator, a woman of science who believed in facts, not fables. Her world was one of carbon dating and historical records. The story of the Masks of Ife was, to her, just that, a story. A fascinating piece of folklore, but nothing more. Little did she know, her entire understanding of reality was about to be shattered. Her life was about to become entangled with this very myth, leading her on a perilous journey that would challenge everything she held to be true. It all began with a mysterious package delivered to her office on a rainy Tuesday. There were no stamps, no return address, just a weathered leather-bound journal tied with a fragile string. Inside, the pages were filled with elegant, faded script and intricate drawings of 12 bronze masks. It was the lost journal of her own great-grandfather, a renowned historian who had vanished without a trace decades ago while searching for the very same legend. A chill ran down Kemi's spine. The journal wasn't just a record. It was a map, a trail of cryptic clues leading from the bustling markets of Lagos, through the dense, whispering jungles of the hinterland, to a final, forgotten location marked with a single symbol, the Eye of Olodumare. Her great-grandfather's last entry was a chilling warning. The masks do not just show destiny. They demand it. To see the future is to be bound by it. Do not follow this path unless you are prepared to lose yourself. Against her better judgment, Kemi felt an undeniable pull, a whisper from her own bloodline. Teaming up with Aid, a charismatic adventurer and expert in Yoruba mythology, who believed every word of the legend, she decided to follow the trail. Aid was everything Kemi was not: a man of faith, who saw the world not as a collection of facts, but as a tapestry of stories and spirits. He believed the masks were real, and that finding them was his life's purpose. Their quest began in the chaos of the Oje market, where they had to decipher a riddle hidden within the patterns of Adair textiles. The clues led them to an old storyteller, a woman with eyes that seemed to hold the wisdom of generations. She spoke in parables, testing their knowledge and their hearts before revealing the next step, a forgotten shrine deep within the Osun Osogbo sacred grove. The journey through the jungle was treacherous. They navigated winding paths where the canopy blocked out the sun, the air thick with the sounds of unseen creatures. They faced trials that seemed designed to test their resolve, a flash flood that almost swept them away, a maze of ancient trees that seemed to shift and change around them. Aid saw these as tests from the Orishas, the spirits of the land, while Kemi desperately sought logical explanations. Finally, guided by the constellations her great-grandfather had meticulously charted in his journal, they found it, hidden behind a waterfall, concealed by a curtain of vines was a cave entrance. The air grew cold as they stepped inside. The walls were covered in carvings depicting the gods and the creation of the world. And there, in the center of the cavern, resting on 12 stone pedestals, were the masks of Ife. They were breathtaking. Each one was a masterpiece of bronze casting, their expressions ranging from serene wisdom to fearsome power. They seemed to hum with a latent energy, an ancient power that made the hairs on Kemi's arms stand up. The scientific part of her brain was in overdrive, trying to process the impossible. These myths were real. As they approached, a shadowy figure emerged from the darkness. It was a descendant of the ancient guardians, a lineage sworn to protect the masks from those who would misuse their power. He warned them that the masks were a heavy burden. To wear one was to see your one true path, but it would extinguish all other possibilities. You would know your greatest triumph, but also your deepest sorrow. Your entire life laid bare in a single blinding flash of insight. You could become a king, a healer, a great artist, or you could see your own demise. And once seen, the path was set. There was no turning back. Ade, driven by his lifelong faith, reached for the mask of Shango, the god of thunder and power, his hand trembling with anticipation. Kemi, her skepticism now a distant memory, felt a pull towards the mask of Ocean, the goddess of love, beauty, and destiny. Her great-grandfather's warning echoed in her mind. To see the future is to be bound by it. Was she ready to trade the infinite possibilities of the unknown for the certainty of a single path? What destiny awaited her? Would it be a blessing or a curse? The choice she was about to make would not only define her future, but could also change the course of history itself. The ancient power of Ife was awake, and it demanded a decision. As Ade lifted the heavy bronze mask, the air in the cave crackled with energy. He hesitated for a moment, looking at Kemi, a silent question in his eyes. Was this wisdom or madness? Kemi stood frozen, her heart pounding. The guardian watched them, his expression unreadable. He had seen many come to this point, and he knew the weight of the moment. For Kemi, this was no longer an academic pursuit. This was real. The journey had led her here, but her own courage had to take her the rest of the way. She thought of her life in the museum, safe, predictable, and devoid of magic. Here, in this cave, magic was real and terrifyingly potent. She finally took a breath, her mind made up. She stepped forward, not towards the mask of Oshun, but towards Ade. She placed a hand on his arm, stopping him. "Wait," she said, her voice clear and steady. "The guardian said the masks demand a price. My great-grandfather said they bind you. Maybe the greatest wisdom isn't knowing the future, but having the freedom to create it." Ade looked from the mask to her, confusion and dawning understanding in his eyes. He saw the truth in her words. The quest was never just about finding the masks. It was about understanding their power, and the ultimate power was the power to choose. Together they made a decision that no one before them ever had. They would not wear the masks. They would leave destiny to the gods and keep free will for humanity. They explained their choice to the guardian, who, for the first time, smiled. "You have understood the final riddle," he said. "The true power of the masks is not in wearing them, but in having the wisdom to refuse." They left the cave, leaving the masks to their slumber, but they didn't leave empty-handed. They carried with them a new understanding. Kemi returned to her world, not as a skeptic, but as a storyteller, a keeper of the secret wisdom she had found. She and Aid dedicated their lives to preserving the history and culture of their people, not through artifacts locked behind glass, but through the telling of their stories. They taught that our destiny is not a path we find, but a road we build with every choice we make. The masks of Ife remained lost to the world, but their greatest lesson was finally found. Thank you for joining us on this journey with Tales of Secret Wisdom. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an adventure into the myths and legends that shape our world. Until next time, keep seeking the wisdom hidden in the stories around you.